Without wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best heating pad. The product links are in the description and in first comment. The number 5 on the list is Atma Rubber Hot Water. Atma Rubber Hot Water. My house is poorly insulated and don't use heat. It would be in vain due to the drafts of the house and be much too costly. I'm in the New England area of the USA and temps easily dip down to teens or lower during the dead of winter. In the house, I can see temps as low as high 20s F. The space heaters I do use on colder nights are to heat the plumbing in 2 areas. To rate the product, some people were complaining of the rubber or chemical smell from the product. Yes, I do agree, there's a strong rubbery smell when first unpackaged. To aid in cutting down on the odor, I washed the water bottle inside and out with dish soap and the hottest water I could stand. This greatly improved that issue within minutes. I've had other water bottles in the past and there's always been some kind of rubbery smell, no matter the brand. So a slight odor, only when held up to the nose, was not that big of a deal. Another complaint I saw was the construction or the durability of the water bottle. So far, I think it's pretty well made. It's like a thick silicone material like that used with cookware items, except that this is glossier and seems easier to clean because of its glossiness. As in filth wouldn't stick to it as much. Time will tell in regards to that. Up until now, I've used it overnight only a couple times to help keep me warm while sleeping. I've had no issue with leaks and seems to stay warm for at least 4 to 5 hours, hard to keep track while sleeping. I only used the hottest water that came out of my tap to fill it each time. I want to experiment and time the length of warmth it provides in the near future to give a better updated review. I will test with both hottest tap and then again with slightly cooled boiled water from the stovetop. As of right now, I would recommend this water bottle. I have purchased 2 so far, one for my daughter. I also wanted to try this product under my coat while having to work outside during polar vortex temps, see how bulky it is or if it's even worth it being used that way. Initially written, we've had such erratic weather in the Northeast Atlantic area that I've had delays in using the bottle while timing and noting hot water duration. We had another Arctic spurt yesterday and used the bottle for heat while sleeping last night. The number 4 on the list is weighted heating pad. Weighted heating pad. Temps outside dipped to only the teens degrees Fahrenheit, so my indoor temp didn't drop too low. At 11 o'clock p.m. when I started count, my room temp was 53 degrees Fahrenheit, about 12 degrees centigrade. I filled 3/4 of the water bottle with the hottest tap water from sink and 1/4 was microwaved in a cup to just shy of boiling. So the total amount used was 60 ounces. And 15 ounces of it was just shy of boiled. This warmth lasted to about 5 a.m. with indoor temp down to 49 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 degrees centigrade, where it was still warmer than my body to the touch. Still, no leaks with screwing, cap just slightly more than finger tight but less than wrist tight, mechanics would know lol. I usually sleep on my side, but starting out, I slept on my back with the bottle mid-torso, warming my hands. Sometime during the night, I was on my side cradling bottle near tummy, almost as if it were a child there, as far as how much pressure on the bottle. This just gives you an idea of how much weight I'm putting on the bottle. Like I said, no leaks whatsoever. Hope this helps. I hope to update again on durability and using this for heat while wearing it outside for work. It just hasn't been cold enough here this year since this purchase. It's now basically summertime with the way the temps have been. Last night it was over 80 F and hard to fall asleep. This is the 3rd time I used the water bottle for helping me stay cool through. The number 3 on the list is UTK Far Infrared Natural Jade. UTK Far Infrared Natural Jade. I broke several ribs when I fell horseback riding and wanted to be off pain meds prescribed and OTC to heal and to resume normal activities as quickly as possible. I'm 59 and was told it may take up to 12 weeks to heal. Yikes, my trauma doc suggested a heating pad for relief, but my standard heating pad just wasn't quite doing the trick. I saw that this heating pad was big enough to cover my injured ribs and the surrounding back and side area, and that it had temperature and time controls along with infrared technology. I slide it inside the pillowcase of a bed pillow and am able to snug it around my back side for extra support while using the heating pad. There was also another reviewer that mentioned that it helped with recovering from rib fractures, so I decided to order it. Very happy with my purchase. OMG, it is wonderful. It was a game changer in my pain level, so much relief, and I feel that it helped with the healing process too. It's been 6 weeks since the accident and I've resumed most activities and continue to improve. While there are other things I've been doing to encourage the healing process, this heating pad has been an integral part, tied to the reviewer who specifically mentioned their experience with this heating pad helping with rib injuries, and thank you, Amazon, for selling this amazing product. 10/10 recommend. My UTK heating pad that I loved failed after 3 years, so I emailed the company. They responded immediately. They asked a few questions and had me try a few things, but ultimately determined it was the pad, not the cord, that failed. They sent me a brand new heating pad. Vivian, who helped me, was so pleasant and accommodating. I would buy from this company without hesitation. So many companies avoid their customers, but UTK was determined to make it right. The number 2 on the list is Geniani Extra Large. Geniani Extra Large, looking at other reviews, seems like some people must have gotten unlucky. I bought mine as of writing this 14 months ago, and it's still working great. It sees a lot of use because I'm cold-natured and just like the heat. You're not supposed to go to sleep with a heating pad on, but let's be honest, we all do it. I love the auto shut-off feature. I can safely fall asleep with it on a timer that can be set from 30 minutes to 8 hours. I bought this because I wanted a weighted pad, and truthfully I wasn't satisfied on that front. However, the material is so plush and the weight it does have is comfortable. I found it to be durable as it is always out and around somewhere in the winter. I have boys and a destructive dog, so I don't get to have nice things. The dog just sits on it whenever I leave it and the boys run by, knocking the cord out of the wall or the device. The fact that the cord disconnects from it is also a big plus. Love that this heating pad is weighted, it stays where you put it and stays in contact with the area of pain without having to put additional pressure on it in order to feel the heat. Also love the 9 heat settings, auto shut off, and memory features. Although this pad doesn't get as hot as others, I find it gets quite warm and almost hot. I use the 7th heat level because using level 9 gets too warm for me to sleep comfortably until it turns off. It definitely soothes and eases my sciatic pain in lower back and leg. Have only had and used this heating pad every day for 2 weeks, and so as long as it lasts a long while, I would definitely buy it again and would recommend it to others. I loved this heating pad when it was working. It was exactly what I needed. I liked it so much that after my first one stopped heating, I ordered a second one, hoping I got a dud. Unfortunately, the second heating pad has also stopped working and gives me an error message when I try to turn it on. They were only functional for a month or 2 each. I followed the care instructions, etc. I have yet to find another heating pad that offers the same features and level of comfort as this one did, but I can't justify or recommend them after 2 failures. The number 5 on the list is Pure Enrichment. Pure Enrichment, now as far as it's staying super hot all night, that's not really the case. Even on the highest setting, it starts to cool off after a few hours. If I don't touch the remote, it will stay at a warm temperature all night, but I wouldn't call it a very hot temp. Now it doesn't go completely cold, it just kind of cools down to like a 3/6 for temp, I'd say. It's still warm, just not as warm hot as I'd like it. Now I'll usually wake up cause it's not hot enough, and then I just do my little trick on the remote. Click it down to the 5, then back up to the 6. That's all it takes for it to get hot and tasty again in no time. And again it will stay like that for like 3 to 5 hours. I usually only need to hit the button on the remote once throughout the night to get it back